Hey guys, Paul here. So this video is going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh pack opening, sort of like normal, but it's also a bit of a PSA. So this is Legendary Collection Kaiba, and it was just released, we'll use that word, re-released, in store shelves, so you'll see it at places like Walmart or Target or maybe other big box retailers. And it's kind of complicated, right? So this is a set that originally came out in 2018, and when it did, it was a really big deal. The Legendary Collection sets for different characters are always pretty cool. They've done like Yugi and Joey and stuff like that. And this one in particular had some really cool cards for both Kaiba and also reprint cards. Like I remember this being one of the major reprints of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring and all that. In fact, if we flip it over, we can see some of the appeal here. Power is what this game is all about, according to Seto Kaiba anyway. So you get 3 Legendary Collection Mega Packs that have a total of 30 foil cards, 4 secrets, and 6 ultras per pack. You also get 5 ultra rare variant cards. So you're probably wondering then, why am I saying that you might not actually want to buy this? Well, there's a few reasons why. The first major one being that this is a very old set, so none of the cards in here are particularly like powerful tournament cards. That might mean nothing to you, by the way, if you're just a Seto Kaiba fan. And in that case, I would say that you should probably just, you'll know if you want to buy this or not. But I think that for a lot of players, these sorts of products can be a little bit deceptive on the shelf because they look like they're new, and this has technically kind of slightly been redesigned, but they're releasing old stuff. It's similar to that whole like saga of the Blue Eyes White Dragon structure deck from all the way back in 2013 that Konami will still keep on the shelves. Now this does have new packaging at least. It's not quite the same as the old large box that would come with the big like cardboard playmat, which I kind of miss, but that was definitely a lot of wastable, stuff. People probably throw it all away. We do still get though our 3 mega packs, and we also get 5 promo cards. So we'll go ahead and go through these just to let you know what they are. Again, none of these are really like tournament cards. These are definitely cards just more so for like a Seto Kaiba lover, I think would be pretty into this stuff. So yeah, first of all, we have, I think I got a pretty good angle on this, Goddess of Sweet Revenge. So this is actually a really freaking crazy card. I think he uses this in the anime. Basically, while you control no cards, like none at all, and this is the only card in your hand, aka you probably had to like get your field wiped and your hand looped, and maybe you top deck this. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can discard this card, destroy as many cards as possible that your opponent controls, and then you can special summon 1 monster from your deck. So this is supposed to kind of be Kaiba's like heart of the cards type moment, I guess, right? Like you're completely back to the wall and somehow you manage to draw this card, and then your opponent attacks you and then you use it and you nuke their board and you can summon a card from your deck. Something epic like a Blue Eyes White Dragon to turn the duel around, I guess. And yeah, in competitive play, I mean, this is virtually unusable. Even in casual play, this just isn't gonna come up, but it's a really cool thing for them to release just in general. Okay, next we've got the King of D. Now this is actually a pretty cool one because this card does actually get used sort of sometimes in Blue Eyes decks. Like, not really, it's sort of been, I'd say, power cut by that card Dictator of D, but it's still all right. So its name becomes Lord of D while it's in the field, and when it's normal summoned, you can discard a spell or trap card and add a Flute of Summoning Dragon, Melody of Awakening Dragon, or Dragon Revival Rhapsody from your deck to your hand. So like if you're playing a very pure, kind of just like I'm running all the Blue Eyes cards type of Blue Eyes deck, this is okay. It's not really gonna be like useful in your conventional deck that you might be playing if you got, say, this new product, which I guess I should mention now, Blue Eyes White Destiny Structure Deck. Way better buy if you're just a Blue Eyes fan and you're looking to build Blue Eyes. Like the Kaiba Mega Pack, not really gonna do that. But yeah, so it's a fun one to play around with. All 3 of those spells can be sort of useful. Maybe not Flute of Summoning Dragon, but the rest. There's also Destruction Dragon, so this is one of the like Timaeus type dragon things. You use the Fang of Critias with a Ring of Destruction. And so once per turn, you can target a card your opponent controls and destroy it, and if it was a monster, you'll inflict damage equal to the original attack. I think that's actually pretty cool. I remember Kaiba, Yugi, and Joey each got one of these. So I think that Kaiba actually has like 2. There's like this, and then there's the virus one as well, I believe. So Might not be remembering that completely. Focus camera. Yeah, and special summon them, and then for the rest of the turn, your opponent takes no damage. So it's kind of a neat comeback thing, but eh. And then a Loop of Destruction. So its name becomes Ring of Destruction while it's in the field. Once per turn, if a monster on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can target a monster and destroy it, and then each player takes 500 damage. This kind of reminds me of like that one card Mirror Force launcher. I think there's also something like that for like Magic Cylinder. So this is sort of like emulating Ring of Destruction, and I guess you could also use it to make your Destruction Dragon. So that's nice. Those are your promo cards. Again, these are all cool, like Kaiba anime card type things, but you will not likely be using them in a tournament anytime soon. Okay, now let's get to the actual pack opening. We have 3 Kaiba mega packs that we get. Let's see if this is focused on everything. Yeah, okay. You get 10 cards per pack. 6 Ultras, 4 Secrets. Let's see. We get Cloning, a very old Kaiba card. Dragoonity Legionnaire, so some Dragoonity cards were in here. Kaiba doesn't use Dragoonities, but they feel pretty adjacent to him. It's something that he might use if he was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In like 2011, 12. Exile of the Wicked, it destroys all Fiend monsters in the field. I feel like Yugi actually used this against maybe the Ghost Kaiba or something in the anime. I'm not entirely sure. I always found the artwork to be kind of creepy. But anyways, ABC Dragon Buster. So this one is pretty fun. This was actually useful at the time, like when this product was released. This was a pretty nice reprint, a secret rare copy of a card that had been a pretty strong meta contender for a while. Secret rare interdimensional matter transporter. I also really gotta say I like the look of this, although I'm noticing now that these secret rares have kind of the full like secret effect across the entire card, and I'm not sure if that's a misprint or not. It's a misprint that they've been doing in other recent sets like Retro Pack, so like, not entirely sure what to think of it. The White Stone of Ancients, this used to be a really strong card for Blue Eyes, but it's not really played in the Blue Eyes deck so much today anymore. Again, if you're playing just that pure Blue Eyes strat and you want to run like one of every single Blue Eyes card, it's okay in that case. It was really good like in the 2016 sort of era. A Assault Core, this would go along with your ABC Dragon Buster. Tyrant Wing, just a generic dragon support card to kind of power you up. And a vanilla, Judge Man. And also Eradicator Epidemic Virus. In Ultra Rare, I gotta say, it looks pretty cool. This would be a nice thing to have. The thing is, a lot of these cards have been reprinted so many times and in lower rarities that unless like the Ultra Rare part really speaks to you, I don't know that this is the best set. It can kind of catch a lot of casual buyers off guard, but yeah, I think that what they could have also done for this set to make it more interesting is they probably should have like added a chase, kind of like this has a chance of being Starlight type of thing to this. Anyway, Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, kind of a nice reprint at the time. People don't play this so much anymore, but it's still usable. Double Summon, this is another one that's just sort of like random. I don't think many decks are using it. Warrior Elimination, this is I guess the equivalent to Exile of the Wicked, but for warrior monsters instead. Cards of Consonance. Again, I'm noticing that these cards are just full secret rare. It's a cool effect, I just don't think they're supposed to be like that. The King of D. So you can pull the card in the set, it's just also a guaranteed promo. Enemy Controller. I will admit this looks really cool in secret rare. I always love Enemy Controller. Defusion, fun. Spell Reproduction. You send 2 spells from your hand to the graveyard, target a spell in your grave, add it to your hand. And Mirror Force, which isn't really a Kaiba card, it's a Yugi card, but it's welcome. And Vampire Lord. I guess the more I open this, the more I realize this is definitely for anime fans. And like, if you're an anime fan, then, you know, this is a good set. Like, you should buy it in that case. Thing is, though, it does cost 30 bucks, and that's also another reason why I kind of wanted to make this video, is because, like, it's a lot of money for cards that aren't really going to be very useful for most people. Tiger Dragon. Mikazuki no Yaiba. Mikazuki no Yaiba. Interesting. The Monarch Stormforth. Dragon Shrine. Dragon Revival Rhapsody again. Secret rare, so it can come, I guess the other, okay, yeah, I see. These cards come ultra for your promos, they can come secret in the packs. Sea Crush Wyvern, another one of those cards for ABC Dragon Buster. Dragon Spirit of White, again, this was useful in the Blue Eyes deck at the time, like in 2017, 2018, you'd probably run one. not as much anymore. Fang of Critias, this is used to summon your Timaeus, Critias, dragons and stuff. And Z Metal Tank. Oh yeah, and the final card, wow, actually a really climactic finish. We got a Blue Eyes White Dragon, broke neck artwork for some reason. This is that period of time where like I feel like Konami was kind of weird about actually reprinting the original starter deck Blue Eyes art, so you get this instead. Which broke neck Blue Eyes has its charm, but you know. So yeah, those are our pulls. It's a decent pack. I don't want this video to come across as like I hate this product. I just think that for $30, it's not the best value. I think they should have added like some sort of a chance of a chase rarity type of thing, or maybe just decreased it to 20 bucks. Because I mean, these are all old packs being re-released by Konami. It cost them next to nothing to do. So just know that unless you're a big Kaiba anime fan, this product is kind of a deceptive one and I'd maybe just skip it. Okay, cool. Well, that's gonna be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And you can decide for yourself whether or not you want to buy this. I can't tell you how to spend your money. I can only give you small recommendations. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Fast turn.